Balance of payments is a vital record of a country's whole external transactions over a period of time. The period of time is normally a year or a quarter. Normally, the balance of payments is not measured or is not estimated daily. It will not be estimated weekly. It will not be estimated even monthly. It will be normally estimated per quarter or per year. So that means this is a quarterly statement, financial statement, or a yearly, annually made financial statement of the country with rest of the world, on both current account and capital account. And also remind you, this is the record of comprehensive record of a country's transactions, financial transactions made by the residents of that country. And who is the resident of the country? Residents, are residents and citizens equal? Certainly not. All citizens are not the residents of the country, and all residents are not the citizens, and all the citizens are not the residents of the country. uh, because there are so many people, so many people who are the residents of one country, and they are actually uh, having holding the citizenship of another countries. For example, there are so many Indian nationals working abroad. They are the citizens of India, but now they are not the residents of India. They are the residents of that country in which they are currently residing in. And balance of payment and balance of trade are different, but not entirely different. Both are in fact, balance of trade is in fact the part of balance of payment. Balance of payment is a much broader, comprehensive record of financial statement of the country over a period of time. uh, while balance of trade is a trade balance, it includes the export and import of tangible or merchandise commodities over a period of time. At the same time, balance of trade is a part of balance of payments. Balance of payment, in fact, includes the trade of goods, the trade of services, the financial transactions, foreign investment, foreign direct investment, foreign portfolio investment, unilateral transfers, investment income. So the balance of payment is a record of whole external financial transaction, while balance of trade is just a statement of the trade of goods, export and import of goods or tangible commodities only. All transactions of the balance of payment is recorded either in current account or in capital account. The current account includes the transactions made on the trade of goods, trade in services, and other flows. Trade in goods is merchandise trade, or the trade of export and import of tangible commodities like the crude oil, gold, textiles, etc. Trade in services is invisible trade. It includes the services of export and import of services, and other flows includes investment income that may be positive, that may be paid by the country, or that will be received by the residents of the country. It also includes the unilateral transfers made by the country or received by the country. So what are the services in little bit detail? There are so many services which are being traded, which are being imported and exported in a country. The major and popular one is travel and tourism. The transportation services can be traded, can be exported, and can be imported. For example, when an Indian national book a ticket for the Etihad Airways, it is India's import of transportation services. Another example, when a German citizen book a ticket for Air India, it is India's export of transportation services, and it is import of transportation services by Germany. So this is the kind of transportation services being exported and imported. Similarly, tourism is a different thing. Tourism, whenever foreign tourists arrive in a country, it is it is whenever US tourists arrive in India, it is India's export of tourism services, and it is the import of tourism services by the United States at the same time. Um, uh, Similarly, whenever Indian nationals visit abroad for tourism purposes, it is India's purchase of tourism services or India's import of tourism services. Similarly, trade transportation is also there. Whenever India hire a foreign ship for its exportation, its export, it is India's import of the trade transportation service. Similarly, there are so many other services as well, like education, financial services, marketing services, telecommunication services, so on and so forth. Another component of investment income is the payment received by the residents of the country from their holding of foreign financial assets, include uh, the interest received on bond or loans, bond and loans, or bond or loans invested by the resident of the country. Similarly, the dividends received by the residents of the country from their shareholding. Similarly, the profit received by the resident of the country from their foreign direct investment abroad. In fact, the investment income includes the payment received by the resident and payment made by the resident or the nation. Unilateral transfers are the official government's grants in aid to the foreign governments. It will also include the charitable giving, like the famine relief, being offered by the residents of foreign country at the time of natural disasters like earthquakes and floods. So unilateral transfers are the grants in aid uh, without any benefit. So if India is receiving unilateral transfers from its foreign counterparts, it will be recorded with a positive sign in the balance of payment. It will be credited in the BOP's account. And if we are providing unilateral transfers to the foreign entities, it will be debited in the BOP's account. That means it is India's payments. So all payments will be debited of the BOPs, and all receipts will be credited the balance of payments of the country. So another account is capital account. Capital account involves two types of flows: long term financial flows, and short term financial flows. Both long term flows and short term flows involve capital inflow and capital outflow. Uh, the inbound investment or inward foreign investment will be recorded with a positive sign in the BOP. It will be credited in the BOP's account as it is being received from the foreign nations. Similarly, the capital outflow is the capital flight. It refers to the outbound investment or outward investment made by the nation made by the residents of the nation to the foreign economies. It may be long term flow, it may be short term flow. For whole transactions in the capital markets will be will be considered as the long term flow. Similarly, the whole transaction as part of the money market will be the short term flow. For example, when we invest in the US Treasury bill, as it is a short term financial instrument, it will be considered as the capital outflow of the short term flow. Similarly, whenever the whole FDI will be considered as the long-term flow, the inward FDI will be recorded in the credit side of BOP, and the outward FDI, if any, will be recorded in the debit side of BOP. For example, the Vodafone India. Vodafone India is a foreign direct investment made by the British headquartered Vodafone uh, Limited, Private Limited, and it is their FDI in India. It is considered as a capital inflow, as it is the inbound FDI in India. It is also the long-term flow as well. Foreign direct investment takes the uh, form of the investment through different ways. So that could be, foreign direct investment could be through the purchase of securities, stock and bond, not through the stock market, but through the agreements with the company. So whenever the ownership of, whenever the investment in the securities is constitute more than 10% of a company's uh, share, it will be considered as a foreign direct investment. So recently, Facebook Incorporate invested heavily on Geo telecom giant, India's telecom giant of Geo. It constitutes, as per the report, 9.99%. So it is not the foreign direct investment. The rules will be changing for the portfolio investment and foreign direct investment. So foreign direct investment takes the form of securities investment, the takeover, amalgamations, launching a new enterprise. So these are the ways in which FDI can happen in a nation. Similarly, portfolio investment takes the form of the investment through stock markets. It includes the purchasing, selling and buying of stocks and bonds from the stock market. So these are all about the structure of balance of payments of a country, or the components of balance of payment of a country. And here you have to remind that whole payments will be debited, whole receipts will be credited in the balance of payments of a country, and whole transactions of the balance of payment, whole external transactions of a country by the residents will be recorded either in the current account or in the capital account. The trade of goods and services will be recorded in the current account. The unilateral transfers will be recorded in the current account. The investment income will be recorded in the current account, but the investment will be recorded in the capital account. The income from investment will be recorded in the current account, but investment will be recorded in the capital account. It could be capital inflow or it could be capital outflow. It could be on long-term financial asset if it is investing in the capital market. It could be the short-term financial flow if it is investing on the money market. And we will be looking into the details of the balance of payments, but